Sometimes women are taught that being empowered means constantly asserting themselves, correcting men, proving that they're independent, refusing to let a man feel powerful. But I think about this differently. You can let someone feel powerful without surrendering your power. And this brings me back to Robert Greene's book, The 48 Laws of Power. And one of the laws is never outshine the master. Now, I don't necessarily interpret that as making yourself smaller or dimming your own light. I interpret it as being smart enough to know when to play your hand. To me, it's about strategy. It's about knowing that not every card in your hand needs to be played at the same time. There's certain situations where you know more than you say, where you could respond but you choose not to, where you could demonstrate your power but you realize that demonstrating it right now would actually not serve you. And I think that's something we need to understand about power. Being in control doesn't constantly mean proving you're in control. Sometimes the advantage is in being slow to speak, slow to respond, slow to reveal exactly what you're thinking. Because people are always giving you information. In human interactions, people reveal their intentions through what they say, what they assume, how they respond, what they choose to do when they think they have the upper hand. And if you're constantly reacting, you're so busy revealing yourself that you forget to observe everyone else. So I've learned to let things marinate, to study the room, to see how far someone is willing to play their hand. Because sometimes the person who looks like they have the upper hand is simply the person who has been allowed to believe that they do. I know that might sound strategic, and it is, because sometimes the most powerful move isn't making your power visible. Sometimes it's knowing when to play your hand. For example, with my interactions with men, I don't constantly feel the need to challenge their sense of authority. I can let a man feel powerful, like he's leading, like he's in control. Not because he necessarily is, but because I know exactly where my boundaries are. I know what I will and will not accept. And when the right time comes to make a decision, I play my hand. As you grow older, I think it's important to become more strategic with your energy, your words, your reactions, and your power. Because the real power isn't in having the cards, it's in knowing when to actually play them. Have a great day.